Before anything else, make sure you go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Don back here with another build video, man. And today, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I made the most toxic post scoring build that you could probably make in the game, man. And we have been winning twos proving ground games left and right because of this build. But the good thing about this build, it has post moves, but this build can also shoot. Crazy high close shot. But like I said, the build can shoot too, so I can space the floor a little bit if I have to, or if I'm going up against a really good interior big. But I get my own rebound right there, and I dunk that thing back. So this build can dunk as well. So you're really not missing much of anything. You can see that fadeaway right there. I told you, I can actually, hit those at a high clip. And if you are one of the type of people that has put a little bit of time into rhythm shooting, this build is probably for you, man. All right, man, so starting on the build, the close shot is going to be crazy high, man. We are going with a 96 for the close shot. And if you want to be super toxic, once you get that +5, you can throw it on close shot as well. You already see the badges that we got, the Paint Prodigy on Hall of Fame. And I'm not gonna lie, I'll be +1 in that joint. So I'm running with Paint Prodigy on Legend. I will tell you, it's pretty nasty. Put your timing on normal if you know how to time your shots. Because I will tell you, putting it on real player percentage, you miss a few that you probably wouldn't if you had to time it on, even if you didn't time it correctly. Now for the driving leg, we're pretty much gonna leave that alone. The standing dunk, we're gonna take this up to an 81, man. I'm gonna start off with all the most important attributes, then we'll work our way back to any little gaps we gotta fill in. Post control, you wanna take this up to a 96 as well. We're going super high with both of them, because if you play this build the same way I play this build, you're gonna get doubled a lot, especially in twos. This is primarily a twos build, or a 1v1 build if you think you got the juice to go to the 1v1. With the mid-range shot, this is so you can space the floor just a little bit, and I will tell you, you won't be super efficient at taking threes because your three is super low. But if you rhythm shoot it, you can make it. And I know that sounds crazy, but hey man, you hit one of them things, it'll really change the game. But if you hit middies, that's fine too. You can hit the ones off the move, you can do those, the go-to shots, you can do a little bit of everything with what you want to do. And I'll talk about the jump shot towards the end of the video. For the free throw, you do need to be able to hit these. I just bumped it up just a little bit to a 68. Now this is probably the part that's gonna shock some people, all right? This is a twos build for me. I'm not putting nothing on the pass act. You end up with a 26. I'm not putting nothing on the ball handle. You end up with a 51. Speed with ball, look, it's gonna go up 1 from one of these other attributes that I do, but I ain't putting nothing there either. Like I said, I am making the most toxic post scoring build. I'm catching the ball, I'm going up, but I play twos, so I'm not in the wreck with this build, selling, taking a lot of shots, and I don't suggest you do that either, man. Be a good teammate. With the interior defense, I took that up to an 85. That will get us one of the badges we need, but we'll wait till we get the other requirement. Now the perimeter defense, you do need perimeter. Listen, if you're gonna be a post scorer like that, you gotta be able to stop some people at least once. You gotta stop somebody. So make sure you put that perimeter defense up. That does get you immovable. We'll talk about that when we get it. Now this block. You can't be an inside big and not be able to protect the paint because you're gonna play a lot of inside bigs, especially if you play twos. Now, I will have some other gameplay to show y'all on another game mode that you can play on the inside big to get as much rep as you want. Listen, but we can talk about that towards the end. But all right, offensive rebound, we're gonna take that up to a 92. And the reason that you want that is when you're first learning how to post score, how to do the different moves, how to do the hooks, how to do the fades, there's gonna be a lot of situations where you will miss. And if you're playing twos, you're gonna have to go get that board. You're gonna have to go rebound that. Now this defensive rebound, I'll put it up to an 80, but if you just want to stop at the animation threshold, that is a 79, man. You'll still get really good animations to go after those boards. Now for the speed, we're gonna take this all the way up to a 64, and I know that's kind of low, man. I know that's kind of low, but we're not really too worried about the speed. Like we get in the paint, we moving slow, big penguin in the paint. Listen, it's all right. You don't need that much speed if you want to make a post score type build. Now for the strength, we're gonna take the strength up to a 95. You need this for multiple badges. You see, we just took a couple things Hall of Fame. Post powerhouse, that's your drop stepper. That's the drop step badge. If you want to be able to use that badge effectively, you needed at least gold. I wouldn't go any lower than gold, honestly, if you plan on doing it at a high rate. I mean, if you can use your max plus 1 to get it to gold, even better, you know what I'm saying? But you want to have it at a decent level. Now with the vertical, we're gonna take that up to a 64. Now we only got a couple points left, and you can do whatever you want to do with your build. I mean, it's your build, it's your money. I'm not gonna tell you how to spend it, but this is what I did. Like I said, you don't have to follow me. You can do whatever it is you want to do. Now for the driving dunk, I did take this up to a 55. In the driving layup, I took up to a 50, man. And that's just because I still want to be able to hit them when I can. You know what I'm saying? Like, just hit them when you can. In the Spiegel Bowl, I think I bumped that up to a 26. Now, that maxes out the build, and it's pretty solid. Like, if you just want to take a look at some of the badges that we do get, like I said, we get Paint Patroller on gold. That's very important for protecting the paint. That's pretty much your intimidator for this year. So make sure you get that as high as possible on any build that you make. And I will not lie to you, this block right here, 93, I get a ton of snatch blocks. If you want to, like, you can use this build in other game modes, as long as you let everybody know, hey man, y'all gonna have to come back on those fast breaks. I'm gonna need somebody to stay back. So you can pass the ball to one of the guards and they can pass the ball up. That's probably the only thing that I say is like the huge, like, warning or thing that you need to do in order to make this build pretty decent in fives. I will say you do struggle a little bit in fives just because of the pass accuracy, but that's not what I made this build for. And for those of you that do like rebounding, the vert is a little low, but just trust me, get position and box out and you'll be good to go, because the strength, it's okay. Box out beast is only on gold, so I mean, that's a little something if you care about that, but that'll get you right. Now on the max plus ones, make sure you use one on Immovable Enforcer. That's probably one of the most important badges for this build, to be able to play in the post and on the perimeter, so people aren't just blowing by you, man. Immovable Enforcer activates quite a bit for me. But all right, man, let's go ahead and finish up the build. You do get shades of David Robinson, Walker Kessler, and Jakob Poeltl. Also pretty solid comparisons, and the build comes out as a two-way inside the arc minute. Now, I am going to show you the animations that I have on the build and what I have on the build so far, like as far as attributes and all that other stuff, so you can see how I kind of filled out the build in order to play. Now, this is what I have on the build so far. I'm a 96 overall. I mean, I made this build before I could be a 99, but now I got 99 builds, and it is what it is, man. But this is what I got on the build so far. Let's take a look at these animations. I do like a lot of these animations that I have. We're going to kind of go through some of them, man. And on the actual jump shot, we can talk about that jump shot last, but I mean, you can see what it is. It's actually KD's jump shot. I really like it. It's kind of slow, so if you want to speed it up, just go create a custom, do KD all the way and speed it all the way up. Free throw, I do LA. I really like his layup style. I'm not gonna be able to get none of that dunk style. Now let's get to my dunks. I don't really get a lot of anything on the dunks because I only have a 55. But for the standing dunks, that's where I go crazy. The rim pulls, the under the basket rim pulls are probably one of my favorites to have on any build. And as far as signature dunks, eventually I will be able to get Shaq's. So this build is going to turn into an absolute animal because I'm going to actually be able to go crazy with the dunks. In this part of the video, I just want to take a couple minutes to talk about a really good rep method that I've been using just to put y'all on, so y'all can be out here getting this rep too. My rep right there on the screen, starter 2, 26.9%. But what I'm showing you right now on the screen, this is the starting 5. This is probably one of the easiest ways to get rep, and you don't need any other people to do it. Playing ones is probably faster. It was definitely faster than this, but because this is a full-length game, it's like playing a rec game, but all of them are bots. Literally, there's only a few teams you should choose. The Spurs, because they do have shooters and they have Wemby. The Nuggets, because of Jokic and Jamal Murray, they kind of go crazy. The Celtics, of course, and maybe the Warriors if you are a dominant center like this. So if you made this build, you can go into a game mode like this where you're not really, affecting anybody in a 5v5. Play the starting 5. It's kind of like playing my career, but it comes with way better stuff. Like in one of these games, I got, I think like 2-point-something%. And that was on starter 2. So if you're not even on starter 2, you'll probably get way more than that. But I also do have double rep from the bingo event, so that you can take that with a grain of salt. But I don't even think that double rep works. I have no proof. I'm just saying I feel like it doesn't work. But this game mode is easy. It's fun to me, at least. I don't mind playing my career, so that's probably the difference between me and a lot of people. I don't mind playing my career at all. I actually kind of like it. But let me know if y'all want to see some starting 5 gameplay. But I'll catch y'all boys in the next one. It's your boy Don, and I'm up out of here. But before you get up out of here, do me a favor, man. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and definitely share the video, dog. I'm just trying to put out these toxic post scores, you know, get everybody in the post so I can then make something to kill all of y'all bills. But all right, man, I'll catch y'all boys in the next one. It's your boy Don, and I'm up out of here. Peace.